Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of the internet? It's Bassi here, bringing you guys another YouTube video back onto my channel. And today for you guys, I'm going to be doing another edition of Storytime is Fun Time, where I talk about things that have happened to me in the past or things I've done in the past for your entertainment and storytime form. And today for you guys, I'm going to be doing about my first time drinking and or getting drunk, because I don't recall being drunk, but apparently a lot of people said that I was a little bit tipsy, but pretty sure I was the most sober one there. But, you know, I guess I can't disagree with everyone, but whatever. And this is kind of a retelling. I'm not sure if I did say it on my channel. Personally, I don't feel like going back, to be honest. But, you know, I did say a long time ago I was going to retell stories for the fuck of it, and you guys did agree with it. So, you know, might as well just retell this story, I guess. And before I get onto the story, I must say, please do not drink under the, limit of your state and or country, because it is illegal and it is harmful to your body and you might fuck up your liver. Yeah, with that, little doctor's note right there, it's simply a warning. I mean, if you're gonna go drink, I don't really mind. Just simply don't get too fucked up and don't fuck yourself up. I mean, one, you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to embarrass your friends. You don't want to embarrass your family. And I'm pretty sure you just save yourself the trouble. Just don't end up on Instagram or Twitter with a penis on your forehead, right? You know, whether it be a drawn-on penis or an actual penis, you just don't want a penis on your forehead. Unless you're a porn star and get paid for it, then you really do want to get a penis on your forehead and or bust a nut on your forehead. But with that said, avoid all penises on your forehead. Unless you're into that, then definitely get a penis on your forehead. I support you 100%. Do it. Because, fuck it. You only live once. No, I'm not going to start singing Drake now. So yeah, going back to the story. So this is going to be about my first time drinking and or getting drunk. Now, I'm not going to do some bullshit story about how I was drinking at the age of 6 years old. And I was, at the age of 9 years old, I was drinking a whole fucking keg by myself. I'm going to tell you straight up. I do not like drinking that much. You can call me a bitch all you want. I just don't see the fun in drinking. I mean, I'll take like a beer or whatever and then be like, yeah, fuck yeah, and then just like throw it away and then probably go back to my apple juice in the little Mott's box. But it's just my thing. I personally don't like drinking. Alcohol's not my thing. And actually, my first time ever drinking was around, 11, when my dad left his beer open in the fridge. But that was literally just like a sip. It was like a little gulp. But let's talk about my actual first binge drinking, I guess you could say. So this story does take place in December 2014. And actually, the specific date was December 13, 2014. And yeah, it was a wedding. And they wanted to have that special date as their wedding anniversary. So it was actually a really heartwarming wedding. I shed some manly tears when I saw my cousin shed some manly tears because he saw his new wife walking down the aisle. That was heartwarming, and I can't wait for the day that I have to be able to cry while seeing my wife and realizing that I have to drop all my side hose and all that, but I have no fucking hose. But okay. Yeah, so after the wedding and all that mumbo jumbo, it was time for the party. No? Alright, yeah, the party and the after party, and it was obviously a little, it was getting a little bit turned. They had a DJ and everything just blasting music, and everyone was just starting to take shots, basically. And, it was an open bar, and I personally do not drink that much. Ever, actually. I don't even know what the fuck to order. I literally was just like, there's different kinds of alcohol. I thought it was just straight up like, vodka, beer, and shit. I don't know. Everyone knew about the fucking names except for me, because, I do not drink at all, and I don't know shit about drinks. So I literally just walked up to my brother. I was just like, hey, get me something. He's just like, do you want something sweet? You want something strong? And I'm just like, honey, I want something swole as fuck like me. So he brought me a water because he called me a little bitch. But then afterwards, he got me a Coke and rum. I think that's what it was, or Coke and whiskey. I don't fucking know, to be honest. And I just know that shit was like, it literally tasted like I was drinking straight up fucking rubbing alcohol with a mixture of Coca-Cola. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then my cousin just recommended, it's like, hey, why don't you just start taking sex on the beach and pina coladas. I was like, okay, this is a little bit sweet. And then they're like, hey, you like Red Bull, right? How about you try vodka with Red Bull? And I love that shit. I do not drink that much, but I fucking love Red Bull with vodka. And I'm pretty sure one day I'm gonna regret it if I go to a party, because I chugged that shit down. And after I started drinking that Red Bull with vodka, I just started like taking, you know, different other drinks that had vodka basically in it, because I don't know what it is with me, but I fucking love vodka now. And I was chucking bottles with like my cousins and my fucking nephews who are like 13 years old, and we were chugging that shit down, which I must say I'm a really bad role model, the fact that I let them drink. And then it came up to the part where like everyone's just like, hey, let's take fireball shots. Fireball shots. And I was just like, what the fuck is that? And they're just like, oh, it's no big deal. Now, I've had tequila before, so I kind of am used to a sting, but I don't know what it was about the fireball. Probably the fact that it had cinnamon in it kind of made my throat tingle, and I kind of wanted to kill myself. And especially since I took like 6 that night, and I kept on, you know, going at it and going to see how long I can go until I cry. So after like 6 or so shots of fireball, you know, I was kind of fucked up, but I was able to still concentrate. The fact that I was still tweeting at this point, I was on Twitter tweeting perfectly fine, no grammatical errors and shit. I thought I was pretty fine. And, you know, then I bumped into my cousin who was hella fucked up. He was drinking since, I think, like 3 in the afternoon. And, like, he was so fucked up that he literally fell on a glass table. It shattered, and he just sat on it laughing. And he didn't even feel anything. And, you know, fast forwarding on to, like, later at night, we kept on drinking and drinking and drinking. And I was just, like, I started calling quits. And I just sat, like, for 2 hours on a couch with, like, drinking water and shit, because I just didn't want to do anymore. And I see all these people like literally like falling over and like getting, oh my god, like throwing up everywhere. And finally we started calling it quits, where the wedding was officially over and we had to go home, actually to the newlyweds home, to then drink even more. So when we went over to the newlyweds home, my brother had to drive, even though he was way more fucked up than me. I don't know why he didn't tell me to drive, because, you know, I'm a perfect driver, I guess. And he started driving, and my cousin, who, you know, sat on a glass table that was broken, was sitting in the back seat, and I was sitting in the front seat with my brother. And when we were driving, my cousin in the back seat was saying, I feel like throwing up. I'm gonna throw up right now. And he literally my brother tried to park and like roll down the window and shit, and my cousin literally just threw up inside the car, all over the car. And like, might I say, my brother drives a 2014 Lexus GS 350 F Sport. That thing is so beautiful, and I'm so sad that it actually got like, you know, that all over it. So, you know, after all that, we had to clean up. We had to wait for everyone else to meet up with us so we can clean that shit, and then have to take it to go get detailed again. And overall, it was a fun experience. And then, you know, I'm never drinking again, ever. I don't feel like drinking. Actually, fast forwarding into recently at a Chipotle business party, I got kind of fucked up on like 8 cups of Red Bull vodka, because I was going to be the designated driver, but I forgot, and I had a little bit too much to drink, but I drove perfectly fine. So that's pretty much it for this. This is going to be my first time drinking and getting drunk, I guess. And I hope you guys did enjoy the story. If you guys do have any similar stories and you guys would want to talk about your first time drinking, let me know down in the comment section down below. We'll have a fun little chat. It'll be a fun little experience. And if you guys did enjoy the story, please drop a like. And if you're not subscribed now, please click that subscribe button for more enjoyable, pleasing content. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.